Well, hey there, Bright Light, and welcome to this week's episode of Urban Shamanism with me, Steffi Funk, where I give you the sacred tools for an extraordinary life in the concrete jungle. And this week we are in episode number 8 of our 12-part video series, The 12 Universal Laws of Divine Purpose, where I am sharing with you universal laws as sure as gravity that you can rely on for both clarifying and manifesting your divine purpose, which is what you were put here to do, so you can work with the flow of the universe instead of against it. With that, let's dive right into today's episode, which is the 8th law of divine purpose. And that is that your divine purpose is your hero's journey and will always stretch you outside of your comfort zones by raising the fear dragons. Here's what this means. I used to think that my divine purpose would be ripe and ready when I was completely free of fear and felt 100% confident to move forward. That if I was afraid, I must not be in the flow and it must not be ordained. I thought being extraordinary meant feeling wise and powerful and like I had it all together. And if I wasn't feeling that way, then I wasn't ready. And it's so easy to fall prey to this trap with the social media comparison vortex and us always comparing our insides to everyone else's outsides. But here's what I've learned. Vulnerability is extraordinary, and it's very uncomfortable. And true courage is having fear and doing the thing anyway. In fact, spirit wouldn't have inspired you with it if it felt safe and comfortable, because safe and comfortable isn't expanding you. Remember, when you are running down a dream, you are on your true hero's journey. We are all spiritual beings having a human experience. But here's where you might get stuck. We get so distracted with this earthly illusion and let our fears take us out. But that's really not the point. The point is to evolve as spiritual beings made in the image and likeness of our Creator, who expanded itself when it created you. And what good is any hero's journey without a few dragons to slay? If there was no opposition, what would be the point? So celebrate the fear dragons. They ain't going anywhere. I'll tell you that for free. I have to face them every day. But they do get easier to work with. So with that, here's your weekly inner shaman practice to process this energy skill. Every time a fear comes up, just notice it. Awareness is the first step. There's a fear dragon. And then say this, I see you, dragon. Here's a pacifier and a toy, and you can hop in the car seat in the back. You can come along for the ride, but you aren't allowed to drive. In this way, you aren't making that dragon wrong, but you are turning his fierce roars into a little yipping chihuahua that you toss a bone to and move on your merry way. And then just do the thing, fear dragons and all, because there's really nothing to lose. It's just life, and she has a message for you. Stop taking me so seriously. So here's what you learned today. First, the 8th law of divine purpose, which is your divine purpose is your hero's journey, and there will be dragons to slay along the way. Totally normal. Number 2, where you might get stuck with it. And number 3, how to work with it energetically using this week's inner shaman practice. Now take action. Download your cheat sheet, The 12 Universal Laws of Divine Purpose, at steffifunk.com/divine purpose laws. I've also included the link for you below. If you don't see it, let me know and I'll get it to you. Then let me know in the comments. How does it feel knowing the fear is totally normal? That every person you admire walks through it every day. And what is one fear that's been holding you back? Name it and claim it below, and you'll see it loses its power. And yay for sticking with me this far. You definitely won't want to miss next week's episode of Urban Shamanism and the 9th Universal Law of Divine Purpose, which is going to validate why you are ready now to do the thing you want to do instead of waiting for someday. See you then.